Well, hello. It is the morning of day 9. A little while back, I just got dropped off at the trailhead by Trail Angel Seth again, who was just such an awesome dude. Very helpful. Can't thank him enough. He helped us get to the hotel. He helped us get a resupply from a grocery store. And then this morning picked us up and dropped us back off on trail. So it was great. I was able to help out a handful of other hikers because I contacted Seth. But really, Seth is the hero. So today, got kind of a big challenge. Since I got dropped off at the trail a little after 9 a.m., that's really kind of a late start. Almost 2 hours later than what I would consider to be normal. And even with that, it means that I have about 9 to 9.5 hours of daylight to work with. And I would like to go about 20 miles if possible. Not an easy task. I haven't done 20 trail miles in a day yet. And doing it on a day when I'm starting a little on the late side sounds pretty hard. So nevertheless, I think the trick to doing a 20-mile day is to keep on walking. So I'm gonna see if I can do that sustainably without injuring myself. Take the breaks I have to, but mostly have a bias toward movement. Hey, so just found my first snake on trail. Literally just stepped over this guy. He does not seem to have a rattle, and he doesn't seem to be all that bothered by me, which is good to hear, just sunning out here. But this guy definitely scared the crap out of me. First snake, not too bad. Thankfully a pretty chill guy. What am I? About 3.5 miles in. I'm actually feeling really good about my pacing, considering I have a shorter day and a longer distance than I'm aiming for. But my heart needs a minute after nearly stepping on that poor snake. I can hardly speak. I almost stepped on that snake and my heart skipped like 7 beats. So just gonna take a little breather here, let my heart rate come down. I think I'm about to pass I-10, pretty major interstate, and there's a tunnel underneath. I'll show you when I get there. I always feel like somebody's watching me. Oh. We are about 10.5 miles into my journey for the day, which means we're now under 10 miles left to get to my goal destination, which is the southern border of Saguaro National Park. So tomorrow night I have a campsite at Manning Camp, which is most of the way up Mica Mountain inside of Saguaro National Park. You can't camp in Saguaro without a permit, and that's what I have for Manning Camp. If you don't have a permit, you have to go 17 miles start to finish from the southern to the northern side of Saguaro on the AZT, and that includes over 12 miles of ascent up the southern face of Mica, and then a pretty aggressive descent on the backside. I don't want to do that. So, in order to set myself up for a good day tomorrow, I'm getting to the border of Saguaro National Park, which is at the base of Mica Mountain. which means I have about 12 miles of trail to do tomorrow, all up in order to get to Manning. But then that's near the top of the trail for elevation on Mica. So the following day, all I have to do is go down. Then I'm gonna get picked up at Reddington Pass by my friend Kevin. And I'm gonna have my first 0 day in Tucson. But in order to get there, today we have to work hard. So I have a short break. In fact, it's almost over. The good news is that I'm more than halfway through the mileage, and I just reached 4.5 hours of hiking, which is about halfway through my usable daylight since I started around 9 a.m. and sunset is after 6 p.m. I want to say about 6:30, probably still have light until 7 if I need it, but I'm basically trying to get to a camping spot by about 6 p.m. if possible. So we're gonna have to keep on moving here. I am taking my last break at a wash about 2.2 miles from Rincon Creek. And my current plan is to camp about 100 yards north. Now, that means I have about an hour left of hiking. It is currently 5 after 5. That puts me into camp at, or before sunset. I've done 18 and a quarter according to my watch so far, so I'm pretty wrecked. Also, as a bonus, apparently Rincon Creek is flowing pretty good. Last report I saw that it's up to your knees, so, and it's freezing cold. So it looks like I'm gonna have to cross that before I get into camp. But you know what? That freezing cold might feel amazing on my feet. Hey, so I have to cross this stream to get to camp. So I took everything off below my undies, tossed it in my bag. Figure that way I can at least dry off relatively easily. I have a little camp towel I'll take advantage of. On the other side, found successful. And now I just have to put my food back in here. I can probably at least latch it because I have all my extra clothes in here. And after, before I do that, I'm gonna attach my shoes. They say this is knee to thigh deep. Water is flowing this way, so I have to face into the flow. Take my time. The water is so cold, which honestly feels amazing on my feet after 20 freaking miles. I brought some in there, but nothing you can't handle. Now, let's set my pack down, get my feet back on, my shoes back. Glad you could do that with me.